parents are being given some tips to help them deal with their concerns about children's body image. A new government-backed guide has been released which features airbrushed and non-airbrushed images of celebrities. Well, we can talk now to Michael Connellan from the Family and Parenting Institute. He joins us now from central London. Good to talk to you, Michael. How great a concern is this really for most parents? You imagine that they're worried about things like education and what their children are up to in the evenings. Is body confidence and body image really something that the parents tell you they're worried about?
It most certainly is. During our conversations with parents, we're constantly told that the pressure that they see their kids are under to look perfect, with all these, so-called perfect, with constant images that they're bombarded with now in their daily lives. It's a real concern for UK families. And it causes genuine misery for millions of people in this country.
So where is this pressure coming from? Is it simply, as this pamphlet is suggesting, that it's coming from the media?
Well, there have been changes in technology in recent years. Kids, obviously, since the dawn of advertising, we've all been subject to billboards, magazine images with good-looking celebrities, people on TV. But now with mobile phones, with social media, there's a whole new gate opened in terms of kids being constantly confronted with these images, these fictional images, because we're talking about airbrushing. So kids are shown an ideal which they feel they should emulate, and they never can. Also, these images, they fail to celebrate human diversity. There's so many different ways to be beautiful, and in our current society, that's not being reflected, and it's really impacting negatively upon children.
Is this becoming a real issue in the playground? I mean, bullying and taunting has always happened for a variety of reasons, but is body image becoming one of the big things that parents are saying their children are talking about?
Absolutely. Evidence shows that the primary cause of bullying in UK schools is appearance. So when we're talking about negative body image and the epidemic, frankly, which we have in the UK regarding that, it's not just an issue of personal crisis in terms of confidence. This reflects on people's educational futures. The evidence also shows that if a child is less confident about their looks, they're less likely to put their hands up in school and contribute to school debates. So it's an immensely important issue.
The problem, Michael, is that this subject, of course, comes up time and time again, and all the fashion magazines are criticised for using very skinny models. They then say that they're having to use skinny models because the fashion industry only provides clothes samples in tiny sizes, and it's this vicious circle and they can't get out of it. Nothing really seems to change. Isn't the problem not so much teaching parents what to tell their children, but actually getting the industry as a whole to change what it puts in the media that we absorb?
Well, the responsibility is shared between government, between parents, between the industry. But I think it's really important to realise that parents do say they want help on this. They feel anxiety. They want more advice. They find this to be a topic where they may not be entirely sure of the facts. They may not be entirely sure how to broach this with their children. So this won't solve this immense challenge the UK has in terms of body image, but it will help parents, and we believe it's a step in the right direction to a more family-friendly and more child-friendly society.
Is it girls more than boys that are concerned about their body image, or is it really affecting both sexes?
It's girls slightly more than boys, but it really is affecting both sexes, you're right. For example, 1 in 5 teenage boys are taking protein drinks to make themselves appear more muscular. So we can't view this as just a girl issue.
That's an astonishing statistic, isn't it, Michael? I mean, it isn't something you would expect. You would expect it to be the girls reading these magazines. Is there anything that should be being done really to target the boys a bit more?
We think as the pack demonstrates, it's best viewed as something which affects all of us, which really affects all children. So we're really delighted at this approach, but we think that we must ensure that the government's Bailey review, the independent Bailey review, which looked into the sexualisation and commercialisation of childhood, we think that the recommendations of that must be implemented.
Michael Connellan, thanks very much for joining us.